Yes, yes, yes. You know what time it is, man. This is Spotlight Wednesdays, where we put the spotlight on influential people within their community that's doing something positive within their community, that's helping everybody out within the community, man. Today we have one of our special guests. We have the Grand Wizard, my
Yeah.
man DJ Johnny O.
What's up, Lolo? Lay
Oh
low.
man, we cooling, man. We cooling, man. Founder, co-founder. I think it's founder though, right? A Nerve DJ.
Fo- Founder.
Okay.
Yep.
Founder Nerve DJs. He also has a lot of other business ventures that he's getting into that he's or already is into. So we're going
Yep.
to get into a little bit of that as well. But we want the people to know who DJ
Yes.
Johnny O is. So we want to ask you, Mr. Johnny O, give him a brief summary of Johnny O.
Started DJing in June of 1977. So I'm like 45 years DJing in the city of Cleveland and around the country. Um, I never stopped DJing. I retired from DJing, but I never stopped DJing. So it's a quick breakdown. I battled Grandmaster Flash in 1981. I battled DJ Jazzy Jeff in 1987. I was in several new music seminar DJ battles from 82 to 85. I placed second in 1985. Third in 1985 against DJ Cheese uh, and DJ Easy G from the original concept. So
How did you just briefly what made you want to get into DJing first off?
my
Secondly,
okay.
what made you turn it into a business?
Well, what made me want to get in DJing? Well, I used to ride dirt bikes, and my downstairs neighbor came home from the service with all this equipment. And while I was out riding my dirt bike, showing off for the people on the street, he started playing music and took everybody away from watching me act the ass on my dirt bike.
Right.
So what they're doing with dirt bikes now, we was doing in the 70s. So it's nothing new. It's just bigger now. So, but he came out. He had a marble Kenwood turntable. It was marble. That's right, marble.
That marble.
Yeah, and he had
That's
all these
up.
speakers, and I mean, he filled the whole street up with sound. And I said, man, you got to teach me how to do this. I need this attention. Like this music brought everybody over to our yard. So I've been DJing ever since. He showed me some ropes, what to play, when to play it, things of that nature. And I went from 1977 playing on somebody else's equipment to first year in college at Youngstown State to
Okay.
having on my own equipment and doing parties for the fraternities and sororities on campus. I lived in the Q house in Youngstown State, so
Oh, you a cute?
no,
He said,
I lived in the Q house.
nah.
Q, sorry.
um,
That's another long story. So
what are some of the mistakes you wish you could have avoided? You know what I mean? In the DJ game, as far as if you knew what you know now, if you knew it back then.
I don't call none of them mistakes. They're all learning experiences that made me better at what I was doing. So probably taking too long to make a decision on something. That's probably one of the biggest mistakes I made. But I always went out and bought the new equipment, and I still do that to this day. I used to practice before I became a professional father and all of that, 10 or 12 hours a day. So I wish I could practice 3 or 4 hours a day now, just to stay on top of my game and know all of the music that's out. So that's one of the biggest things I hate about me, because when I became in 1993, I got a job working for our labor's union,
Right.
and it took me all over the country, different conferences almost every month somewhere. So I wasn't DJing in clubs or anything anymore, but I was still able to stay on top of everything and try to keep the DJs together. And so, that probably be the biggest thing I would call is a mistake or things I got away from. But the job afforded me a life that a lot of people don't get to live. So it made me be able to
Speak
do
on it.
things. things other people just couldn't do. So
Right, just speak on it.
yeah.
They don't understand that DJ life, man. It gets you in a lot of doors. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah. Yes, sir.
Faster than the artist
Yes.
life. You
Yes,
know
it
what I
does.
mean? And that's what they don't really understand, that that DJ life is you are damn near the celebrity. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? For real.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I loved about the DJ life, the freedom that comes with it, the opportunities and the benefits that come with it.
Oh yeah.
Um, how did you start Nerve DJs?
I was at a construction meeting for a new school being built, and when I walked in a few minutes late, and it was one chair open at the end of the table. So I sat down in the chair. Everybody said, "Hey, Johnny, how you doing?" The one guy sitting across from me, like, "You Johnny O, right?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "When we get a break, I want to talk to you." So about 30 minutes in the meeting, they took a cigarette break. So
Hmm.
we went outside. And he said, "I want to show you how you can download your music while you sleep." So I always used to carry my checkbook in my pocket. So I wrote it out. And he looked at me. I said, "How much?" He said, "I don't charge nobody yet." But I said, "Well, how much would you charge somebody?" I said, "Because what if it's good as you say it is, we're gonna make a business out of it."
Right.
And his name was Dizzy D. And he gave me his address. I wrote him out a check for 6 months, $20 a month. So I gave
Hmm.
him 120 bucks. He's like, "Oh wow, this could be profitable." So I said, "Give me your address. I'll come by. You show me how to do it. Then I'll go home and I'll play with it and I'll let you know how good it is." Gave me his address. Went to his house. Walked in, and two of my friends was there. DJ
Hmm.
Quest, rest in peace, and DJ Mastermind, who's still out. He's an electrician now, so he's working mainly just doing electrical work.
Okay.
Yeah. So they were there. So I felt at home. They showed me how to do it. What it turned out to be was an FTP site. You go in on, you log in on your computer,
Hmm.
highlight the folder, copy it, and then paste it to your phone to your hard drive. I said, "Oh man, I can have every DJ in the city paying you." And
Mm.
within 2 weeks, I had like 30 DJs signed up.
Oh, okay.
So they're like, "Man, this is awesome. I can just come home and click, save, and download, and it's everything there in the morning." So, but no high speed internet in 2001 and 2002. So
It definitely wasn't.
no high speed internet. So
That was, what was that, broad? No, dial up.
that
That
was
was
all
dial up.
dial up. Yeah,
Yeah, that mud moves slow.
slow as what? It took about 8 hours to download 100 megabytes of music. So it was crazy slow. So
So, question: what kind of entity would you set up if they wanted to start a business journey like that?
well, we went straight to LLC.
Okay.
We originally started off as a proprietorship because I presented to Quest, Mastermind, Chicago, Relly Rail, and Dizzy D, and DJ Ron C. That was everybody that was involved. I said, "Well, y'all each put up $200 a piece, and I'll double whatever y'all raise up, and we'll go ahead and start this thing." So none of them wanted to do it. So I just put up all the money, built the website, and left it in my name. I kept the name Nerve DJs because the original meaning of Nerve is Northeast Regional Vinyl Ensemble.
Oh, okay.
So that's the original name of Nerve. I told DJ Quest, I said, "I don't like that." I said, "Because it's going to be bigger than just the Northeast." I
Right.
said, "It's going to be worldwide." "I don't know. I don't know." I said, "Well, that's what we're going with. I'm paying all the money, so that's what we're going with." And that's where we've been at ever since, the Nerve DJ. So
You never thought of changing the name or anything, huh?
never. I said, "Show your nerve. We break your tracks, not your stacks." I came up with both of those models, built the website, uh, and then about 2009, we bought Big Hef on to do recruiting because he was always out in different cities and everything. So he
Hmm.
started recruiting. We was already about 400 members at the time he came on. Have brought in about 1,000 new members just from going to different cities.
Right.
Every week he was in a different city. So jumped up to about 1,500 DJs, and the name just took off. By 2010, every record label was calling. They were spending money. It was putting ads on the websites, and then some goofy a hole uploaded a naked lady on as his artwork, and they flagged the site as a porno site,
Right.
and ain't been back right since with far as advertisement. So if you look at our websites, no advertisement on Nerve DJ's mixtapes, only but the ones that we put up. So we can't put no Google ads on it.
That's crazy.
But that'll be changing real soon. So
Mhm.
we're gonna go back to the original name, nervedjs.com, and get away from nervedjsmixtapes.com because that's the one that's flagged.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
What separates because there's a lot of DJ coalitions out here. What separates Nerve DJs from other coalitions as far as the business go?
I'm gonna tell you like this. We were the first DJ coalition to say we are a true meaning of the word coalition. That means members from every other coalition or every DJ crew can be a Nerve DJ, and we don't have a problem with it. So
Mhm.
we called ourselves a family way before anybody else
Start doing it.
started calling itself family. Only other coalition that's out here that's really making noise or was making noise as big as Nerve is the core DJs.
Okay,
And they never called themselves a family of DJs. We were the first ones to start saying the family of DJs. So
big, big.
yeah.
Um, as you created the company and the company started to expand, what other ventures or entities did you incorporate within the company so you could stay on top of your game, basically?
Well, we started doing radio, internet radio in 2008. Started Nerve DJs Radio in 2008. Um, we started live streaming in 2009, 2010 on it's a program. It was called Justin TV, Justin.tv, which is now it's called Twitch. Twitch bought them out. Justin.tv was owned by a black man. Started and owned by a black man.
And he
Twi-
sold it.
Twitch came with $1 billion.
I sold it too.
I would have sold it. Hey, let somebody come with the right money for Nerve.
Hey, it is what it is. I can always start another one.
I'll work for them then. So if you pay me right, I'll be a consultant. You know what I'm saying?
For real, for real.
So yeah. So we started videos, doing the live streaming in 2009, 2010. I still have videos because Justin let us keep all our videos. Well, not
Mhm.
all of them, but most of them.
Right.
From 2009, 2010, all the way up to 2013 when Twitch finally bought them out. Then we started the mixtape section in 2012. So everything is, we jumped in and started doing things at a rapid race, at a
Mhm.
rapid rate. I'm sorry. So yeah, keeping it moving, keep growing with the industry. We do the conferences, we do the conference calls, the Zoom calls. Um, yesterday we had a call, but I was at a family repast, so I didn't make the call. But DJ Squirt and Big Hef ran the call.
Mhm.
Had Trap Beckham, B.O.B., like 10 or 12 artists on the call. We mixed the new artists with the established artists, and it was a really good call. So we've been doing the conference calls, the Zoom, which we do, there's Zooms now, but we've been doing conference calls since 2010.
Mm.
So that's been going a long time. Never really, I think we may have missed one because of a Christmas or a New Year, but we have
Okay.
always held the calls. So
With a great company comes a great team.
right,
Um, and with that, give me how should I say this? Give me what are some tips of building a great team? One, and
trust.
how important
First,
is a great team?
great team is the most important part of calling yourself a team. So 2 years ago, I got COVID, July the 16th. The team that was running the stations and the office stepped in and kept everything running. while I was in the hospital. And I was in the hospital almost 3 months.
Right.
So you need to have loyalty and trust from people that's going to be part of your team. So some of them original people, we didn't have the loyalty and trust that some of these new guys are showing up and doing the damn thing, doing it like I would want it done. So
Mhm.
that's the main thing. You got to be dedicated to your business. I mean, I was I didn't want to get COVID, but COVID really helped me out. That now that the Lord above let me stay here to continue this business.
Mhm.
But it's been many times I wanted to give up on Nerve DJs, but every time you want to give up, somebody come with a big promotion and pay your bills, and you keep on
But don't
moving.
worry,
So
just call me. I'll be happy to take over for
take
you.
over, right? So in the last year, me and my wife we building our house, our dream home. So that's really taking me away. But we're gonna be moving in about a month. So
Oh,
then
that's
I'll
dope.
be fully dedicated back to Nerve DJs because I'll be able to run it from my house if I don't feel like going to the studio or anything like that. So and we just opened our event space next to our office. So it's about 2,000 square feet event
Okay,
space. So we'll be able to do meet and greets, repass, whatever we want to do. So it's a nice space. So
that's
doing a
dope.
lot, staying busy,
Yeah,
trying to
that's
get
dope.
back to traveling, but every time you look up, there's a new monkeypox or COVID or
And
something
that's
going on.
crazy.
Yes,
That was one of my questions too. You know what I mean? With everything going on in the world, how often does because for real, to be honest with you, a lot of clubs diminished.
yes,
COVID diminished a lot of buildings. You
yes.
know
I
what I
know
mean? It also diminished a lot of customers that comes
restaurants.
to this
Yeah,
build. Yeah, and how does a DJ survive through the turmoil? You know what I mean? How do they
right,
get through the turmoil? What are some options that they can work with outside of especially if you're a club DJ?
right.
Now, if you're a house DJ or anybody that does a mixtape DJ and stuff like that, are there any other outside doors that a DJ can venture in to
Twi-
keep it moving?
Twitch,
Twitch.
Twitch created Twitch. I know 5 DJs that quit their regular jobs, making over $50,000 a year, just to go full time DJing on Twitch.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because once you get your enough followers up, you can monetize every stream you get on, and people pay you. And they making double. They told me they're making double what they used to make at their day job.
Oh,
So if
I
you're a
def-
businessman and know how to handle it and set it up, it's very profitable.
I definitely got to get on there.
Yeah.
I'm actually what's crazy is I had a company on there, but I don't know how to work Twitch yet. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Twitch shows a lot of stuff in every corner. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how to work Twitch. You know what I mean, and keep it going like that.
Well,
Um,
Twitch is just like StreamYard in essence. Got the chat on the side. You can put your third quarter banners across. You got the scrolling banner. This look just like Justin TV used to look
mhm.
in 2009.
Said
You
just
can
like
put
it,
your
huh?
Yep, you can put your logos up. Everything that they got now, we was using and doing this in 2009. I'm gonna send you a couple of links when we get off to some of them old videos.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
Now the world has changed. The game
Oh
has
yeah.
changed. You know what I mean? The way they
Hmm.
conduct business as far as being a top label to where you can really be your own label on social media.
Yeah.
Where does the DJ play part in today's society as far as rap music, hip hop music, or any music as well? How important is the DJ?
In my eye, the DJ is the most important part because the record labels still call the DJs that's hot in certain cities and say, "Hey, what's cooking in your city? Who's the biggest artist in your city?" So that way they don't have to fly a team out. They call the DJs. The DJ is still the A&Rs of the streets for hip hop.
Right.
So
when you're listening to people's music, what are some of the turnoffs when people send you in their music, as well as far as what you expect to hear when people send you a record?
they no introduction, not even in the email, not even a hello. Here's my new song. It don't have artwork with it. It's not labeled. The ID3 tags are nothing. They're all blank. And most artists don't even know what an ID3 tag is. Most
I
DJs
was about
don't
to
even
say
know what
that.
it is.
Yeah.
So what that mean? What an ID3 tag is when you put your song in a software player, the name, the title, the label, the artwork all shows up in a Serato program or in the iTunes program or whatever. So they go to the studio, they record a song, and they run out.
Right.
And the engineer just type in what he thought he thought the name of the song was.
Yeah.
Oh, because artists would be like, "That's not the name of the song." I said, "That's what the hell you sent me."
What is one some of your pet peeves when you're DJing? When
Oh,
for people to do
DJing. I've been DJing for 45 years, and I DJ'd a Tom Joyner party one time,
hmm
and it was downtown in Mall C, and I bet it was 50,000 people down there.
Right.
People running up on the stage, talking to me. I'm still DJing, and my friend, who is really the president of Nerve DJs right now, DJ KB, he's like, "How the hell do you DJ, not miss a beat, and you still talking to people and setting up new different events?" He said, "So my pet peeve is to never turn away a potential client."
Hmm.
So,
Okay. What
so
I give you one of mine. I hate requests.
I love requests.
Listen, listen. I hate requests for the simple fact that when you give a person one, they come for five. You know what I mean? Yeah, and that's so. Listen. So I put the
Tip
tip
jar.
jar
Yep, there you
right
go.
there in front of them. You
Point
know what I
right to that
mean?
bit.
And it's not to really get a tip. It's to really leave me alone so I can do my set.
You
You know
want
what I
to
mean? Yeah, because I look at it like I'm on my job. Do I come bother you on your job? You know what I
right,
mean?
right, right,
And I don't mind giving people one or two requests. You know what I
right.
mean? But when you coming up, now you're making your own tape. And then what I also one of my pet peeves is when while we're DJing, you see the crowd going crazy. Okay, the
Right.
crowd going crazy, and you come suggest this
Bullshit.
bullshit ass song. You know what I mean? And then get upset because
Right.
I'm one of those DJs that's not going to play. You know what I mean? If it doesn't, if I hear it, I don't really like
Right.
to play songs
The crowd know 'em.
before I hear it. You know what I
Oh
mean? I
yeah.
don't really, and you know what I mean. Even sometimes I won't even unless I gotta have the money. You know what I mean? And then I gotta really listen to it because I gotta see where it fit in. I can't just throw it out there just because you paid me. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And that's one of my biggest pet peeves. Secondly, one of my biggest pet peeves is like you say, people come talk to you
Right.
drunk, everything, and business hours is business hours. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Create a relationship and hit me up.
Right. So that's one of my pet peeves when I'm dealing with a lot of customers that come
Mhm.
up to the booth. And then like I said, it's really not about the tip, even though I love the tips, but I want to make sure that my set is good.
Right.
You know what I mean? I want to make sure my set is good because to bring knowledge to it, there was a DJ probably about a couple weeks ago who had so many people in their ear destroyed they set.
Right.
You know what I mean? Destroyed they set because they let the customer take over their set.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And I was like, and the first thing I went up and tell them is like, you never
Let them take over.
your set comes first
Right.
before anything. You know what I mean? And they was up there sweating. It was crazy. But your
Mm.
set comes before everything. You know what I mean? And
Why he let them up there like that?
well, one I think one customers it was their birthday.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And then a lot of people don't block the DJ booth off. You know what I mean at certain spots. You know what I
I
mean? So
always block my
So they
I,
always get an opportunity to come up there, whatever.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
I like
Um,
nope. I'm here working. Leave me alone.
right. 45 years in the DJ world, in the DJ
Yes.
game.
Yep.
You done seen the game change plenty of times.
Shit.
How do you
20.
market your business?
That's one of the things I'm bad at. I don't market as much as I should. That's that's my biggest that my biggest pet peeve right there.
Hmm.
Um, because I'm always doing something. So, but when I do market, I give the best promotion packages that you can pay for.
Hmm.
So I just had a guy from California today. His name is Lunch. I met him in Houston in June. He kept saying, "I'm gonna buy a package. I'm gonna buy a package." So today he sent his $1,000 in and got his 8-week package. So
Right.
it don't always don't come when you want it, but when you need it, there it is.
Mhm.
So that's just from promotion. So every week I probably send out between our Mad Mimi account and our Gmail, I probably send out 300 different emails to
Mm.
over 60,000 contacts on my Mad Mimi account. So
Yeah. How
it's a lot of emails.
how has your business shifted over time?
Well, with the internet, it's definitely better. So
Hmm.
you can get money any kind of way out here now. So
Hold on, before you even answer that,
okay,
as people know, back in the day, it was footwork.
yeah,
Wasn't
you
no internet.
had
It
to be
wasn't
in
no
the
internet.
streets.
Yeah, it wasn't no internet and everything. And it used to be that saying, you got to sew your city up before you
Yeah,
do something.
before you
Now
run
with
somewhere
the
else.
internet market, is that still true?
Um, it's best to sew your city up
It's
because
hard because you got a lot of haters. Most of your haters come from your
from
city.
your city,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? Your
I
biggest
know.
haters come from your city. You know what I'm saying? Or people that know you who feel they should be in your position.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
That
it's
old nigga ain't that good no more.
yeah, or you know what I mean? Just like you said, the record companies usually would call in
You're right.
and check your credentials. Who are you checking with first?
Yeah. You gotta check with the right people.
Right, right.
So and I get I get people from Atlanta a lot that call me.
Hmm.
Hey Jo, I got an artist down here. He say he from Cleveland or she from Cleveland. She want to break bread with me. I told her why she ain't break bread with you. Come to find out, it's my ex-wife's niece. So he calling me to ask me to do the promo for him.
Hmm.
I said, well, she came down to see you. He said, well, I always get you to do my promos anyway. I said, well, the price still the same. I said, matter of fact, tell her the price is double. So when I seen her after that trip, she like, you know everybody, huh? I said, why you say that? Oh, because I went down to Atlanta to talk with the coalition DJs, and they told me to come back and talk to you. I said, the best thing in this business right here is in Cleveland, Ohio.
Hmm.
45 years, I made a lot of relationships. So what can you say? And relationships is a key.
How do you
Look,
stay on? How do you stay on top of industry trends for the
I'm
next
on this
50
I'm
years?
on this computer. Thank God for MacBook computers. But I'm on this thing, I bet 10, 12 hours a day when I'm at home.
Right.
I'm researching how to get this better, how to get your name more exposure without going to pay some scammer $400 or $500 to give you a blue check.
Hmm. Man, crazy. Crazy.
Crazy.
I be telling
So,
people, I said, you got a blue check and your number's still that low?
right, right.
Mm-mm.
So you wasted your money. So just I just stay on top of it. I got a 22, 23-year-old daughter,
Hmm.
and I get a lot of shit from her. But she like listening to more old school than I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but that's all she was raised on was listening to old school. So
Yeah.
I
I believe it. I
Yep.
believe it. But
Then
like you said,
we do the conference call, so I hear new music every other Tuesday. Different artists coming through. Oh yeah, so check out what's his name. I got a song with him coming out. Check out blah blah blah. Kodak Black got a new song coming out. So a lot of the artists that come out come through us first.
hmm
Look at Cardi B. Cardi B. Soon as started, Cardi B got a record deal. First people they called was me and Health. Hey, we want to get this new artist on Love and Hip Hop on y'all call. That was 2017.
I remember that.
Look at her now.
Yeah, I remember that.
And she
Actually,
did,
you had a lot of people come through Nerd DJs
yeah,
that blew up. You
that
know what I
blew up,
mean?
right? So,
Even a little baby. I remember the little
little
baby came
baby
through.
on the
Yeah,
tour, on
Megan.
the call, Megan. It all happened this way. 2016. A friend of mine, T Nitty, called me and said, "Hey man, I'm working with this young lady out of Houston. She's my artist. Me and her mother managing her, and I want to see what you can do with her." So he sent me the picture. I said, "Oh, she's beautiful, huh?" Like, yeah, yeah, she a stripper, ex stripper. I said, "Okay, yeah, send me the music. I'll play it. We put it on the next conference call." Boom. So that was end of 2016. She had on this red, white, and blue. She had like a Wonder Woman outfit with the red boots on.
hmm
And I put that picture out, man. Everybody went crazy over it. So we were setting up our South by Southwest event in 2017. He said, "Oh, you see, you're gonna be in Austin. Can I bring Megan up?" I said, "Yeah, bring her up. Come on through." So she was raw. She was raw as what? She didn't want to walk on the stage. She had these 9-inch heels on, but she came up and she rocked it. So,
hmm
and the guy from 300 was there. He said, "Hey, I like you. We want to talk." So I always tell people when they say shit, I say, "We got Cardi side, we got Megan side, we got Wiz Khalifa side." Even though Wiz Khalifa's made a big fuck up the last 2 weeks.
Yeah,
So,
I seen that.
uh,
I seen your comment on that too.
oh yeah, I say I wish a
Yeah,
nigga would. So
yeah, they crazy as hell. He Andy that bony. Um,
that nigga don't weigh 100 pounds, do
you feel me?
he?
But if there's anything that you would like to get to an upcoming entrepreneur that wants to be following your footsteps, basically,
Excuse me.
what
Yeah,
advice would you give them?
never give up. Never give up. And go at it 199%.
hmm
Excuse me. When we started Nerve, I barely knew how to run a computer, and we were trying to build a website
hmm
because I was still DJing on CDs.
Right.
So I had the CDJ 1000s, and I would burn all of my music to CD. Then everybody, like, now you got to get a computer. They got this new Final Scratch, and I can't even think of the other one because all I ever used was Serato. So
hmm
yep. So
Say
I had to
never get.
go and get me a computer and start DJing with MP3s. And look me here, 20 years later, I got probably 20 computers in my house. Some of them old, will never be used again.
Yeah.
But
Got a computer graveyard over there.
yeah, exactly. We got 1,000 damn hard drives all around here. So you just have to go at it, go at it fully. Don't go in and half-assing, and just do it. Do it the way you want to do it. Don't let nobody else tell you how to do it. So
Definitely. Well, probably about two more questions. Explain to us spin stats.
Spin Stats, we pay you to play music. So we started Spin Stats, maybe close to 5 years ago. So I was working on a way to pay our DJs. I set up not even a program, but in Serato it tell you how many plays you played a song, what time you played it. So I had about 100 DJs. I said, well, I'll pay you 50 cent every time you play it before here. I'll pay you $1 if you play it between this time, and I'll pay you $2 or $3 if you play it between 12 and 2.
Okay.
So it was working pretty good. Then a couple other people started coming. Hey, I heard you paying DJs how to play music. So yeah, we just got a little something together for the local DJs and artists. So they said, well, I'm working on this program. There's one guy he was from Detroit.
Right.
He's I forget it. His name was his company was called Spinfire, but his shit just disappeared. And then this guy that started Michael, who started Spin Stats, I've been knowing him for 7 to 8 years. He said, I got this new program. Blah, blah, blah. He said, I need you on board. He said, none of the other DJs want to work with me. I said, the hell with them then. I said, let's do it. I said, they'll come around. He said, well, it's called Spin Stats, and here it go. Check it out. Boom, boom, boom. I went on. I listened to some songs, played some songs, got my couple dollars here and there, and then he started getting away from doing radio. Since I wasn't playing in clubs, it really wasn't good for me.
Right.
So I was telling all other DJs, get on. You know how us DJs get sometimes. We get a little lazy.
Hmm.
And out of all the DJs in Northeast Ohio, I bet you probably the one that use it more than anybody.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
I ain't even turned mine in yet.
Ah, and you got to be on it quick. And that's the
Hmm.
thing. You have to spend a lot of time on it. So,
Hmm.
but if you go in there, you spend an hour or two a day gathering songs, you should be able to make a couple $100 a week.
Hmm.
Easy, yeah.
Because what I like to do with the songs on there, I like the with everybody being from everywhere and the different genres of music
Right.
that's on there. You know what I mean? You can go in there. We found a lot of hits. We
Oh
actually
yeah, I
got in
bet.
contact with a lot of people that a couple people won Indie Tuesday of the week off that.
Oh
You
really?
know what I mean? Yeah. So that's how we found So Candy.
Oh,
That's how we
okay.
found Leah Chanel. It's
Okay.
another artist you got on there that got some ooh, she got a song on there that's dope. Dope. She was winning for a couple of weeks. And
Wow.
recently R2G.
Oh really?
It's called Watching on there.
So
You know what I
I
mean?
ain't I haven't been on in I bet 3 or 4 months.
Boy sound like Chris Brown.
Ah, do it.
Yeah, he got a nice little spin on there. But spin stats, man, is was a very useful tool for DJs like us, especially
Right.
with the radio as well as the clubs and stuff like that, because it gave insight to new artists, you know what I mean,
Right.
that we probably would have never known of or discovered if we didn't have spin stats, you know what I
Right.
mean? So
Yeah.
I do, and then the money is always great, you know what I mean? The
Yeah.
money is always a good thing and stuff like that. So I thought that was one of the smarter ideas
To come
that I
up with.
seen, yeah, with any coalition, because I didn't even see another coalition even doing anything like that.
No, he made me the president right away. He said, because since you're already doing this and you're one of the larger coalitions, I want to make you the president. I said,
Yeah.
all right, let's do it. So
So yeah, that definitely worked out in your favor. Last but not least, any new ventures coming up? Any
we're
new
getting
business deal?
ready, preparing for our 20-year anniversary next year,
Hmm.
2023. We're keeping our fingers crossed that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is going to give us 1 or 2 days to do some things at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Um, Not a lot going on this year. I think we're going to do a small conference showcase in September so we don't miss a year for the 19th year anniversary. But
Right.
next year is 20 years, and I'm working with people at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to lock that in now. So we're not
Okay.
waiting until the first of the year. So I want to
That's
get locked in now. That's the biggest thing I'm working on. Going to different cities and states just to keep the brand up. Like we went to Memphis in April. I gave out 6 or 7 awards to DJs from that area.
hmm
Got some new members on. New bunch of new artists came on. Then we went to Houston in June for a radio marathon. Not a marathon, but a press junket.
Okay.
It probably had to be 150 radio stations set up and just artists everywhere. The first day we sat in the hotel, it was on a Friday. The line was out the driveway of artists trying to get in to get radio interviews. Then you had all the big Houston FM stations there as well. And then you had about 125 internet stations.
Mm-hmm.
So we had Nerve DJs, WNRV, 102.1 in Oklahoma and 103.7 in Rockford, and our FM station 104.9 in Rock and Kokomo, Indiana. So we had five of our stations there. So we just sat down, did interviews, we broadcasted it live. It's still on the website now. You go to videos, you can go back and watch all the interviews. So that was one of the big things. So I want to get back into traveling once all these
Man, all of us do.
stop moving. So
Things gonna get any better?
you know, yeah, it's gonna get better. We got to keep it positive.
Yeah,
So
yeah, we
yeah, it's
definitely
gonna
do,
get
man.
better.
I
Yeah,
just want I just say that because after one, here comes the other. After that was so
yeah,
far, that's been a trend for the last couple of years. You know what I mean?
exactly.
And you just wonder, it's like, I don't really want to go nowhere now. You know?
Hey, the other day we was talking about, when I was on, when I had the tube down my throat for 71 days, I could not eat
Mhm.
nothing.
Right.
So they was feeding me
Do it too.
through the tube. I don't ever want to do that ever in my life again.
Hmm.
It's the worst feeling in the world when they got to pull that tube out. Plus, you got that taste, that liquid food. It stay in your system for a month after you out of the hospital. So
Mm.
I was tasting that food for a month, 30 plus days after I got out of the hospital.
Ooh-wee.
So if you're not vaccinated, at least get the vaccine. Maybe it won't be as bad as
Hmm.
it hit me. Because I know a lot of people say, "Yeah, I had COVID. It wasn't shit." Okay, it wasn't the one I had. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right. Right.
That motherfucker almost killed me. I've seen 6 people in my unit got carried out in a brown box. So
Mm.
I'm. It's only 2 of us that walked out. So
And thank God that you was one of them.
thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Yes, sir.
For real, for real.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you so much for coming on our platform, man. This is Spotlight Wednesdays. This is the Grand Wizard, DJ Johnny Yo. We could have got into a lot more stuff, but the conversation would have just dragged on and on and on. You know what I mean? So
And I'm a slow talker anyway, so
let the people know where they can find you at, and give them
you can
your
find
hits.
me on all social media at DJ Johnny O. Um, phone number is 434-637-8357. And just hit me up. Or you can find us at 17325 Euclid Avenue in the Chandler building in Cleveland, Ohio.
That's
See
dope. Go ahead.
IG, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, you name it. Nerve DJs on TikTok, DJ Johnny O everywhere else.
Definitely, y'all. We appreciate Johnny Yo for coming on this platform, man. Everybody make sure that you tap into him, man. He does a lot of big things within the Northeast, past the Northeast, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Around, I'll just say around the world, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Nerve DJs Coalition. I am actually a Nerve DJ as well. And
yep.
it was good enough to, or great enough to invite me into their family. And like you said, it's about 1,500 Nerve DJs right now. So,
It's
we
it's
big
nine
coalition.
9,000.
It's 9,000.
Look on the bottom of the
Hey,
website
I'm at the
of your
I'm at the tap
numbers.
Trey Cool because you be like 1,500 DJs. You think that's a lot? Wait till I tell him there's 9,000
Yeah,
on here. You know what I'm
well,
saying?
a lot of those on the website are as artists as well, but
Hmm.
I say about 2,500 to 3,000
Oh, okay, okay.
working DJs.
Hmm.
So, and you can also catch me on B100 Radio every Saturday noon to 1 p.m.
Oh, okay, okay.
I do a new school mix show every
Do
Saturday.
you be mixing?
Yeah.
So you ain't retired?
No, I ain't never said I retired.
Okay, okay.
So
Oh
yeah,
no, I thought you said in the beginning that you was when I retired from DJing. We're going to have to go
no,
back on the tape, man. We're going to have to go back on the tape.
yeah, whatever. I'm trying to be, and I never say the word trying. I will be on 50 stations by the end of the year.
Hey, take me
So
with you. That's all I
yes,
ask.
sir. You got it. Yeah.
Definitely, man. Well, once again, sir, we appreciate you for coming on the platform, man.
Yep.
You can always catch us on Nerd DJs Radio Tuesdays,
Tuesdays.
Wednesdays, Thursdays. Friday. Hold on, let me take
Yeah,
Tuesdays,
Tuesdays, Thursdays,
Thursdays, Friday.
Friday. Right.
Yeah,
Because
you
you
can catch.
drop Sunday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we you can catch us on the Nerve DJs radio. Go ahead and download the app on
Yeah.
your Google Play or your Apple app. What is it? What is Apple? Apple is
iTunes store.
I yeah some
Something like that. I don't know.
yeah something like that. But go ahead and download it, man. Bunch of great music. About 5 or 6 stations, different stations on there.
7 or 8.
Okay, so about
Yeah.
7 or 8 different stations on there,
Yeah.
man. You can go in there and just choose your variety of music, man. It's a great platform. If you want to hear something 24 hours without the commercials, you can definitely go in there and make sure it happen, man. Once
Right.
again, my OG, I appreciate you for coming on the platform, man, doing your
Thanks,
thing
bro.
and giving the people the insight, man. I am DJ.
Anytime.
Yeah, I am DJ Laylow. This is Spotlight Wednesdays. Catch us each and every Wednesday from 5 to 7 p.m. where we put the spotlight on influential people within their community. And you can catch us tomorrow, Nerve DJs Radio, the Good Morning Mix with the whole Speaker Leakers fam, Deanna K, Big Bree on Sports, and my man Trey Cool. I'm your man DJ Laylow. We out of here. Till next
Peace.
time. Check us out.
Thank you.